Ready for Evolution, brother Eric Ture Muhammad here. I hope everyone can hear me. We're going to move forward with a brief training. We call it class in session. Normally, is done on a live stream on Facebook, and then we move it over to our YouTube page. But due to some technical difficulties with Facebook, and a lot of it has to do with the uh, pandemic and billions of people trying to get on at the same time, and everyone under lockdown, it doesn't afford us the opportunity to do it the same way. However, it would have ended up here eventually, so we might as well get it on the roll. This is entitled "This Is How We Do It." This is how we do it in Wealth Builders and KARATBARS International specifically. And when we share the principle, you'll see the logic in behind what we do, how we earn our money from working at home in the safety and the comfort of our home. Simply put, uh, what we do is we exchange paper dollars for gold. Okay, so we exchange the paper dollar and we get it valued in gold. All right. So this is what I mean by valued. The dollar bill is a declining paper currency. Okay. It's it's a declining paper currency. That means it cannot store the value, meaning store its worth, nor can it appreciate over time because does not have an asset backing it. So an asset is a value instrument. I'm abbreviating there. It's a value instrument, okay? So a value instrument means that is something of substance, something that holds, something that offers longevity and stability. That's a value asset. So when you exchange the declining paper dollar for the asset, then you have leveraged your economy, meaning you exchange the declining dollar for leverage of your dollar. That means it gives your dollar spending power and it stretches it further. So even though you might only get a finite amount of money after taxes from your employment when you receive your check, when you move it next to or into an asset protected environment, then what happens is that declining paper dollar no longer has the ability to decline. It can only grow because you've attached it to an appreciating instrument, appreciating value instrument that will only get greater over time. So I'll give you a quick example. We have a gentleman who just exchanged um, some paper currency for cash gold. So his exchange amount, this is a estimate of the amount, okay? His exchange amount, he had taken $363 US. He exchanged it for our cash gold, which is pure gold, okay, physical gold, all right, embedded in notes. I'll show you some of that a little later in the next stream, okay, and that value now increased to $405. I'm sorry, 405 euro dollars. Now, what's significant about that? The euro is stronger than the US dollar. KARATBARS International is based in Stuttgart, Germany, is adjacent to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters. Being based in Germany is part of the European bloc, and as a result, the currency or the dominant currency in the European Union, or in that world rather, is the euro. All right, and the euro is stronger than the US dollar. Early on, when we first came into the world of KARATBARS, you could find the euro outpacing the dollar. It was like for every euro dollar, it was like $1.30, $1.35, something absorbent. Now it's roughly, it fluctuates between $1.12 to $1.15, $1.17 at times of the US dollar per euro dollar. So the value of the euro dollar is greater. But if you take that 405 euro and convert it to US dollars, it gives you a amount of, if I got it right, yeah, US, that's $437 thereabouts. So if he put $363 in US dollars in his own account is free. Gold savings account is free now. Or you doing extension papers for dollars, but your account is free. Then what happens? He gained a value. All right, he gained a value of almost $75 by just the exchange. You see the power? Just the exchange of moving and attaching a declining piece of paper to an asset. All right, that's phase one. Now, this is how I was able to free myself from an employer, and this is how you were able to go into business for yourself and control the economy in your home. All right, this was me. And in the past, I had a job. Well, what did that job allow me to do? That job allowed me to go into work, sell my time for money. But the money didn't have any value. So I would go here, I would go to work, I would work my required hours, I would get paid in the declining US currency, and then I would go back to work and do it all over again. That was cyclical in nature for the work environment, but it was not cyclical in the terms of circulation for my economy because it produced no leverage. See, what happens is, and when you're cyclical, when you're dealing in a cycle, when you circulate money in an economy, it should leave you as a point of origin and return to you multiplied. But because it didn't start with you, you jumped in someone else's system, then you just contributed to what they do, and you became the residual for them, and it came back to them multiplied. They started out and they employed people and worked and employed people, then employed me, and they kept working and they sold time for money. They didn't pay you your worth. They only paid you what they were required in order to make a profit. And so when you have a multiple of people working for you inside of that system, you, the employer, makes the profit. That's the circulation. Now, that's how it worked out there in the world of job. In the world of KARATBARS International, it's quite simple. We use leverage and we use exponential growth. We combine this unique combination and it puts us in the class of the wealthy, the rich, okay? The free person. All right, so now how does that work? Check this out. The immediate goal in wealth building is to pay yourself first. So if you can take 10% of what you earn, right? That's 10 cents to $1, and you save it for yourself in your free gold savings account, you'll make money. Because as I showed you in the first example, if you just took 10 cents and you moved it over, that is going to increase by 13 cents at least, or anywhere between 11 and 13 cents. So your 10 cents will become 23 cents. All right. So for every dollar you moved in, think about it. If you move 10 US dollars, right? If you move 10 US dollars, okay, in the savings, you now have close to $23, or $13 dollars. And then as you continue to move it, you know, you'll gain more and more. So your 10% you move per dollar. Let's say if you moved $100. Let's say you saved $100. That's 100%, but it is 100% yours. Let's say if you save $100, that $100 now becomes $113, right? That $113 stays as value on your account. So that's leverage, and you're saving that maybe monthly, maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly, depending upon your disposition. When you acquire a package in KARATBARS, that puts you in business to earn not just monthly, but also weekly. So you acquire a package and you get a package based off of what you can do. So you might just continue to save. All right. However, here's where exponential growth comes. You're leveraging your paper dollars by saving it as gold, and then you're getting other people to sign up with you free and do the same. So they sign under you and do the same thing. So now you grow in commissions through the exponential growth. If you get 5 people to do as you did, you will amass wealth. Okay, because the way it's calculated in KARATBARS is cumulative. So all the gold that you save, along with all those that you encourage to save, you gain an average of money that goes into the system. And as that money hits the system, every month a calculation is done and your commissions are earned. You can earn up to 6% commission into infinity on a monthly basis. But if you acquire a package, you get not only status that allows you to get paid weekly from the efforts of others, but you also get free gold. And you get what's known as units that allow you to achieve what we call dual team payouts. That means every time a certain amount of units come into the system, left and right side of that system, you will garner a payout. Your payout could be as low as 40 euros. Your payout could be as high as 100 euros. That's against direct commissions. So you can come back to my YouTube channel and you'll see a full presentation on how that actually works. And I can actually show you additional information as you hit the comments bar and let us know that you're interested in going further in understanding how to leverage yourself and make money from home. But this, in a nutshell, is how we do it in the world of KARATBARS. We get paid weekly for saving in gold and referring others to do the same. That's a monthly payment. We get paid weekly by acquiring a package to accelerate the residual income, and we encourage others to do the same. And when we do it like that, you have a successful, proven, work from home business. If you're 18 years of age or older, you can attach your spouse, your children, your significant others, friends, families, colleagues, former co-workers, workers who are sitting at home now as you might be sitting at home. You have now leveraged yourself with a full-based business. Remember this principle. This is a wealth principle. You would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own efforts. That is residual. That's what the employer had out of you as you worked his job. Now you have the opportunity to do for self and create that reality for yourself. Circulation is where you start with a point of origin and it all comes back to you. That's what a home-based business does for you. That's the tax advantage and the break that the wealthy have, as you can now have. You will now have immediately the tax breaks of the wealthy because you are operating under the auspices of free enterprise. You are doing for yourself from the safety and comfort of your own home. Thank you, family. Get back to the one who introduced this opportunity to you. Get back to me if you want to know more about it. We will see you in the next live stream. Peace and power.